Morning, everyone. This is Asad from Pakistan. I has experience in HSE like health, safety, and environment. I has worked in Gulf countries on various projects, especially in UAE, on IRP2 project and Shah Gas project near Hamim, and also Habshan OGD5. So, as you know, nowadays I am in Pakistan and I has traveled a lot. Uh, Besides Sindh River, or you can call it Indus River, the river delta already showing the sign of irreversible damage. And also, the rise of sea level started irreversible damage to shoreline, all the agricultural land now showing the sign that the mechanism of the nature has already been triggered. As you know, for each country, there is a certain limit for forestation that is required by international law. But in Pakistan, unfortunately, I think it's less than 3%. And nowadays, I can see clearly as I visit KPK, uh, the glaciers are melting at alarming rate, alarming rate. It will not only affect Pakistan, but also you can say the third pole from K2 to Everest. It will not only disturb Asia, but also it will be a disaster for whole humankind. How? Uh, Sea required a certain amount of fresh water each year to keep itself away from the land. So the salinity of the water will not disturb the rest of the system. And as you know, timber mafia, they are active in whole Asia, in Pakistan, in India, in Nepal, Bangladesh. They are not just stealing our tree, uh, they are stealing the future of our next generation. How? Because when even zero point 0.5 degree change in climate will affect, and it will like multiply like compound reinvestment. If you just do the math and put it in an Excel sheet, just make it 1%, after certain amount of time it will like goes here, and there will be a threshold point and it will skyrocket. So what will actually happen if we lose K2, if we lose uh, Mount Everest, the precious glaciers? Nowadays, no one gives a damn, but if the whole ecosystem is disturbed, it will be a irreversible damage. Like after triggering the threshold point, we will have no time. If I can explain in easier words, there will be a raise up to 1 meter to 1.5 meter in sea level. And as you know, the water maintain its surface tension equally. So the whole volume all around the world, that's going to increase. And it will not only affect the agricultural land, but it will turn it into the desert. How? There will be heavy rains, flash flood, follow up by a drought because there is no more glaciers. And when the drought hit, there will be a large scale migration. So even Amazon will be affected. As you can see in previous year, there are rapid fire in Australia, in Amazon. Also, you can check the data regarding Russia, North Pole. So the whole world is connected with each other like a chain. So the butterfly effect of this disaster will be unimaginable. I can foresee the risk, but no one gives a damn. They think it's a madman's dream. He don't know the shit about environment. You don't need to be a rocket science or NASA scientist to just understand the severity of this disaster. I can literally see after 2025, it was like increasing. The melting speed increased at alarming rate, and it's negative right now. We are not doing any shit about it. So each year, like there is a natural cycle, the fresh snowfall on the mountain, and it will keep increasing the volume. But now that raise of temperature is the biggest hurdle. And to avoid this, we have time until 2035 to 2040. We need to plant trees in each and every country at least 35%. Like 35% afforestation will help us recover, or it will also help us reduce the carbon footprint. The probabilities are unimaginable. Like, I need your help. I need all health safety uh, professionals, all like IOSH, OSHA, OSH, from whichever you are. It doesn't matter. Regardless of race, religion, country, I need your help. So you can start this project locally. So at least if you cannot plant a tree, raise your voice. So we don't need no war in this era. Any certain destruction of forest will become a disaster for our next generation. And when the cycle begins of flash flood and drought, nobody can do anything. It will be a mass scale panic. Imagine like the population of the whole world is concentrated in China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Only these four countries, there are millions and millions of people, their life at stake. Freshwater sources will be rare, and the rest of the world, they will also suffer the consequences. Whether you are in Europe, uh, especially the European people, you can feel the heat. Like, there is a certain amount of heat adding up each year. So you need to plant trees on 35%, at least 35%. If the if the number are bigger, the better. So if you can't plant a tree, raise your voice. So let your authorities know there will be complete ban on cutting a tree, and it should require a permit from legal authorities. We need say no to deforestation. Stay safe, stay healthy, and support our mission.